HDR in Formula 1 2022 is broken, at least in my version. The only thing what we need to consider is that I'm using the trial version from Game Pass, but in terms of HDR, there shouldn't be any difference. My version number is right now 102. So just compare this with your retail version and let me know in the comment section if you have the same number here what I got, because maybe there's really a problem with my trial version. The HDR peak brightness setting in Formula 1 2022 is exactly the same what we had last year in Formula 1 2021, but regardless of what I'm setting up here, HDR is still broken. And of course I verified that the HDR system level calibration on my Xbox has no impact in Formula 1 2022. The same counts for Formula 1 2021 from last year. Okay, let's talk about my findings. And as always, I analyzed a couple of screenshots, and please keep in mind, all my screenshots or my analyses were made with the maximum peak brightness setting in the game, and this is the result. 380 nits maximum peak brightness. This is not even close to proper HDR, because I would actually expect with the maximum peak brightness setting a value way over 2000 or even higher nits, maybe up to 10,000 actually. This is very bright SDR, to be very honest, but not HDR. The next screenshot, the same, 360 nits on this very bright object here, which is also not even close to HDR. And here as well, 360 nits on this very, very bright object. Or let's say like this, it is supposed to be a very bright object, because in Formula 1 2021 there was no such problem, and I measured on an object like this almost 700 candela. But now in this game, as you can see, maximum brightness what I was able to measure with my colorimeter was limited, or was 313 candela. And because the maximum peak brightness in Formula 2021 is limited to around 380 candela, this is the reason why HDR in this game doesn't look good at all. In terms of gameplay and graphic, I really like it, but you can clearly see, especially on very high or very bright objects, or supposed to be bright objects like sun and lights, that there is something missing in terms of maximum peak brightness. And it does look awful actually from time to time. Especially here this track with the sun, what you can see in a second, you can clearly see that something is terrible wrong. But again, in terms of graphic, gameplay, speed, absolutely great. But I don't think there's a big difference actually to Formula 1 2021, so I'm not quite sure if it is right now worth to spend $80, $90, $100 with broken HDR. Oh my god, this was almost too fast here, but anyway, I did it. And yes, I'm playing with all the rules, but no helpers on actually, just the acceleration helper or whatever you call this. But here can you see actually the sun, I'm going a little bit slower. This doesn't look good at all. It's so blown out, and you can clearly see there's something terrible wrong with HDR. Anyway, right now, in my opinion, if you like to have the best experience and you like to play in HDR, this game right now is not to recommend. But again, keep in mind, maybe it is just my trial version. Okay my friends, that's it for this video. I say thank you very much for watching me, and if you're new to my channel, please do me the favor, like, share and subscribe. I would much appreciate it. Thank you very much.